Welcome back. It's time now to take a look at the top business stories. Chamber of Commerce records 15.2% increase in exports and re-exports for 2010. Arabian construction company wins 750 million dirham Masdar project. And we speak to Hossam Abdul Rahman about the ongoing issue of credit card fraud. The GCC markets ended mixed today and the UAE bourses also followed suit. The DFM was down under 0.25% to close at 1,665 points. On the first day of the trading week, the property sector witnessed negative results today as Emaar Properties lost 0.75% and Arabtech was down 0.5%. In the banking sector, Dubai Islamic Bank fell by nearly 0.5% and Emirates MBD gained over 1%. Du was down 0.3%. 66 million shares were traded, valued at 99 million dirhams. And over in the capital, the ADX gained nearly 0.5% to close at 2,764 points. Alda Properties rose by nearly 3%, while Suro Real Estate rose 1.25%. The banking sector also posted gains today as Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank rose by over 1.5%, and Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank was up 0.75%. Dana Gas rose over 1.25%. While Taka fell 1.3%, Etisalat rose 0.5%. 99 million shares were traded, valued at 132 million dirhams. The Dubai Chamber of Commerce and Industry has announced a 50.2% increase in exports and re-exports last year, valued just over 214 billion dirhams. The figure released by the Chamber is an increase of over 8.5% from 2009, that officials have said point to trade slowly returning to pre-crisis levels. Members of the Chamber also state that government intervention has played a key role in this growth in their efforts to boost investor confidence and attracting investments through an attractive business environment and a high-class infrastructural and financial environment. The introduction of 5 new business councils and business groups set up by the Chamber to expand the reach of the business activities has also increased business activity. The Abu Dhabi campus for the Master Institute of Science and Technology is set to expand thanks to a 750 million dirham construction contract awarded to the Arabian Construction Company. Another 82,000 square meters will be added to the Abu Dhabi campus. The project, which is set to be completed in 18 months, will include student lodgings, 7 open laboratories, a conference facility, a swimming pool and a gym. The project will enlarge the current facility by 35%. And will have an energy-efficient design that will include natural ventilation and heat-reflecting facades. The institute is located at the heart of Master City, which is aiming to become the world's biggest carbon-neutral development. Recent reports predict further decline of rents in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. So is now a good time to invest in property? To find out more, we speak to the CEO of Landmark Properties, Charles Neal. Charles, thank you for joining us. It has been reported recently that rents in Dubai and Abu Dhabi will decline further. When will we see the bottom of the curve? When will we see rents picking up again?
Well, rents in Dubai are likely to decline a little further in 2011, maybe 5 to 10%. They did decline quite a bit in 2009. In 2010, they declined about 15-20% in some areas. Now, the reason it's slowing down is that in some areas rents are bottoming out. Areas like Emirates Living, Marina, JBR, even International City, rents really can't fall much lower. So we're seeing really a bottoming out now of the curve starting. Abu Dhabi, rents still have further to fall, and the reason for that is that they're still chasing the drop in rents in Dubai. And in order for landlords in Abu Dhabi to keep their tenants there and prevent them from moving to Dubai, they're going to have to reduce their rents further.
For a home buyer, is now a good time to invest in property?
Well, the timing is always crucial, and I think 2011 certainly we're going to see number of bargains coming on. There's a lot of properties being delivered in some of the new areas around Dubai land and so on. And but that window, I think, will start to close because deliveries will start slowing down after 2011. And in some areas, already prices have bottomed out, and we don't think they're going to fall much further. So if you want to buy, you're serious about buying, you want to really buy while it's still a buyer's market, and before the market turns. Because once it's bottomed out, what's going to happen is that the sellers are going to start to hold on to their properties and wait for prices to rise. And it'll then become more expensive for buyers to get into the market.
The GCC is fast becoming the main hub for the global plastics industry, with the region producing approximately 25 million tons of the global demand. Dubai is currently the backdrop for major industry players, with the 10th Arab International Plastics and Rubbers Industry Trade Show and Conference being held at the Dubai World Trade Center. June Wrigley has more.
Global demand for plastics and its raw materials is on an upward trajectory, with the GCC on track to becoming one of the largest producers of petrochemicals in the world. Petrochemicals are products derived from petroleum or natural gas and make up an essential part of the worldwide chemical industry and a significant part of the UAE and GCC economies. The Gulf region dominates when it comes to petroleum production. As a result, the GCC is set to become the largest source of polyethylene and polypropylene. Production of these two types of plastic resins is expected to double in the next 5 years. Currently, the Middle East produces about 25 million tons of the global demand, which stands at 120 million tons. Volume of exports is expected to increase in the next few years, as full production capacity has not yet been reached. With the constant development of new technologies, the use of plastics as a substitute is rapidly increasing. Abu Dhabi-based company Behringer demonstrates the power and innovation behind plastics.
We're manufacturing now 2 million tons of polyethylene and polypropylene. It's the only plastics producing company in the UAE, and it's quite a major player in the Middle East region. If you have a look at some of the applications of our products, so if you take the polyethylene and the polypropylene that we are making in the plant, it's been used for pipe systems, it's been used in the automotive industry for components in the cars, it's been used in the advanced packaging sector, and it's also been used in wires and cables for energy and for power and communication. If one is asking the questions, well, what kind of environmental benefit do plastics make? I think you only have to look at some of the products where plastics are used, like in cars. You see that in cars, there's a lot more plastics in the bumpers, for example, the interior of cars. If you have a look at the Smart, which is now quite popular in Europe, the entire outer panels of the cars are made from plastic. And the reason for this is that it's environmentally friendly. The cars are much lighter, and therefore you have less CO2 emissions, and therefore there's less pollution.
The trend toward less environmentally damaging plastics is one that the UAE is embracing. Along with the recent law to rid the country of non-biodegradable plastic bags, recycling initiatives are lengthening the life of certain petrochemicals.
Behringer has a mission which is called value creation through innovation. Another example, if you have a look at the trolley which is behind me, a large part of the trolley is made from recycled plastics. So we are continually looking at how to use plastics after their original use, so bring them back into new products. If you are visiting ADNOC petrol stations at the moment, you'll see that there are recycled bins, and Behringer is partnering with ADNOC to place these bins there to collect plastics, and so that they can be recycled and put back into new products. So I think one's going to take a look at the use of plastics in their original life, and then also looking after them after that life into other products.
From a simple plastic toothbrush and candy wrappers to huge water pipes and complex machinery, plastics are invariably a part of our daily lives. Trade shows such as Arab Plast, where over 20,000 international visitors are expected, represents the worldwide interest in the GCC as a hub for the global plastics industry. June Wrigley, City 7 Business.
And in our fast financial news, Doha's successful World Cup bid has sparked a series of debates as to whether the country may pay out more than it will receive from the win. Although the country will reap benefits through tourism and a positive image, some experts suggest there may be no long-term benefits through high costs for infrastructure. And the issue of service charges continues to surround property owners in Dubai, as there is still a delay in setting up and registering formal owner associations for completed projects. Clarity is needed as to whether it is developers that need to instigate paperwork or whether it is an issue at the bureaucratic level. Areas such as JBR have seen a 13 dirham increase in charges per square foot. Coming up, we speak to Hossam Abdul Rahman about the ongoing issue of credit card fraud.